Oh shit.
Not recording.
No, it is.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, let's turn this down.
Okay.
Alright, bet. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the
Is that us? Oh, I think that's it.
Thank you, Jane.
It's getting it, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
This is good. That was the feedback because both of the shits was on right there.
Okay.
Well, we get it.
Hey guys.
What's up? Welcome to Real Niggas. That's REEL niggas. Y'all know how to spell niggas.
And if you white, you really know how to spell niggas. We're not going to spell that out.
This is probably your favorite podcast if you white.
It is. I always say, how the white people going to want to tap in with this shit?
Hey guys, have you heard of
Real niggas?
Nigga said Kanye said at a show when he did Gold Digger, and he said it was so lit, and it was like it was just all white people. He said if he said this is your time to say it. Nah, say this here Gold Digger. Hey, yo. But yeah, man, this is Real Niggas. Score Swayze, Finagle Baby, and Benjamin Banger. It's great
And
that
a
we.
special guest, baby.
Special guest, baby.
Who
Yeah.
all of a sudden wants to talk now.
Yeah, he said, oh, y'all said action? Okay.
Cool.
So, we've been plotting on this for a while, but it's perfect time because niggas was like, yo, they gonna drop a new Matrix. What a great way to kick off the pod.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm so happy that we're starting the pod, but why the fuck we gotta start the pod with such an ass movie?
Honestly, like, I'm kind of regretting that this is like a pilot episode. I'd rather the pilot episode be a classic, but we said Matrix. I'm like, alright, cool, Matrix Resurrections. Checked it out. Didn't even finish it. Did not even finish it.
Where did you stop?
I stopped an hour, not an hour
Like
after.
what scene?
What happened? Like, what's the last thing you remember?
Jada Pinkett was talking before they went into their big mission.
Okay.
So when they was all lined up and she was like, she stepped forward and
Yeah.
damn.
That's cool. That's a good point to end it too. That's hard.
I mean, I didn't really stop. I just
low
felt
key was kinda down.
I mean-
no, it wasn't. No, wait, because that was when they was going to get Trinity, right?
yeah.
To me,
No, I think it fell apart after they got Trinity.
it got worse and worse every mission they accomplished. It's like if y'all would have cut it after they got Morpheus, I'd have maybe enjoyed it. It's like, oh, y'all got Neo now? Alright, maybe y'all should stop. But then they just kept on getting niggas. But where do we begin?
I think a good way to begin is
Who
just
wants
give a synopsis of what we led up to from the Matrix for the first three.
Wait, I think where we should start is we should tell you how it ends. So,
Might as well.
I'm having, all right.
So where you stopped at was before they got Trinity, right?
Yep.
So basically what they had to do, Trinity's body was in the pod across from Neo's, right?
Mm-hmm.
They cleared that out. So they had to do this elaborate plan with the little girl from the
subway scene?
subway scene
Right,
in Revolutions. Was that Revolutions?
The third one.
I believe
Yeah.
so, yeah.
So in Matrix Revolution, you know the little girl in the subway station, she's now all grown up and she's in this magical Matrix garden for real.
So it sounds like that little white girl from the Missy video doing the dance, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
essentially her. But so she was, I guess she was like, my father would want me to do this, basically, on that type of shit. Which he probably would have.
Yeah.
But he so they make this elaborate plan with her. I actually forgot what exactly the plan was, but they needed the girl, little Asian chick to basically kind of like switch places.
Yeah, yo, I didn't even know what was happening. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Because they needed, in order for them not to get caught, they needed somebody to be connected to the
Matrix
thing in the pod for real.
Right.
So basically, they switched their bodies out real quick. So during this whole part, they had to go and get Trinity at the coffee store.
Oh, right. They had to get Trinity in the Matrix and outside the Matrix.
Idea of getting Trinity out of the Matrix is that they needed her consent.
So they had to willingly get her out of the Matrix. So look,
It
nigga.
had to be her decision for real.
Look, nigga. This nigga.
I mean, I kind of get that. In Matrix sense, I get it, but like.
This nigga, he was like, how did my code look when I give y'all pulled me up? It's exactly like hers. He's like, there's a chance.
Because they was basically like her code loved this life so much. Like she was enjoying her life, her 2 kids and her husband.
She's blue pilling
Yeah,
it
she
up.
was blue pill. And this is what I do like about, we're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
But I do like that they tried to philosophize
Yeah,
the shit.
I understand
It's just that the story felt flat, basically.
Yeah, that's
But
my
anyway, they met up with her. The analyst was there, and he was all cocky. And,
Did you got to the part where you figured out that's Neil fucking Patrick Harris? Like that's the new nigga that's supposed to be God, like the white nigga who run the Matrix.
Well, I figured that. I mean,
That's
you're talking
so-
to the one this entire time and giving them blue pills and feeding them blue pills and telling them that you're not tapped in, this is all fake and all that shit. So I figured you gotta be a strong motherfucker to do that too.
Actually, he wasn't even the architect. He was like a high.
No, he was the analyst. No, he's below the architect.
Yeah, that's what
actually.
I'm saying.
Yeah, so
Because he was saying like, he's like, that's the even reason, like even at the end when he was talking about like, yo, I know shit's about to reset, but I have a plan. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's, I convinced him. They made it seem like more. Go ahead.
my fault, because we still got to tell him the story
end.
for her. So she comes in, and of course they make it seem like it was a hard decision for her. Of course, she picked Neo because her kids came back and was like, "But Mom,
We have to leave.
we have to leave." And she looked at them like, "Oh, my children. But
Oh, my fake children.
Yeah, the nigga called her
actually
Tiffany. We need to
Right.
leave.
And she was like, "Stop calling me Tiffany." I hate that name. My name is Trinity. They did that. So
Saw that coming.
yeah, she chooses Neo. The analyst turns the family into like basically they called it the swarm
mode.
Swarm
That's
mode.
the lame.
It's like when they like I guess they couldn't do agents anymore, so they just made every human
Everything.
being just turn into a monster that was after Neo and Trinity for real.
Oh, so Twitter.
Yeah, so
I like
yeah,
that.
cancel culture.
Yeah.
So they basically had to run and get away, and that dream that she had about them being on a motorcycle became true. They're riding on a motorcycle, and
He's
Neo
romantic.
is essentially SG pushing
Everything.
everything.
Yeah, I'm like, where did that come from? Like, nigga really SG pushed
Everybody
everything.
get out. Everybody move. Blah,
And-
blah, blah. And
I'm gonna get on that.
they leave. They finally get to this building. Oh, and their team is fighting all the people. They just fighting a mass swarm of the whole
Of human
entire
beings.
world for real. And it almost turned into a zombie movie.
Yeah,
That's why
it was,
I likened
yeah.
it to a zombie invasion. That's what it seemed like. So they get away. And they go inside of a building, make it to the top, and the whole thing was Neo can't fly anymore. For real.
Makes sense. Because they kind of alluded that to like earlier when he was like all
Okay.
drunk and shit.
But now, it don't make sense. Because guess who can fly all of a sudden? Trinity. And she flew away and saved the fuck. It was so cringe,
It
bro.
made me so sad, yo. Then they pulled up on Neil fucking Patrick Harris again at the end, and she kicked him in the mouth.
And she just beat his ass for real. Like, I'm a woman.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't play
It's-
with me.
Yeah, but it's like she like high heel kicked his mouth off, and then
Uh-huh.
he regenerated real quick.
And they played the theme from Living Single.
Basically.
and then like I guess the end, he's just like, we're gonna make the world right together. You know what I'm saying? And then they fly, like how it ended with the first one. Neo flew away up in the sky. They both flew away, spiraling around each
Together,
other.
and
Awesome,
they
lame,
drew a heart in the air. I made that up, but
But then
I might as well.
that lame ass shit.
It sounds like the end of like G Gundam. Like when they had that love story thing going on and everybody found their one and all that.
Damn,
And
I wish
it
I
was-
would- as much as I love Mecha, you would think I would have always
G
watched
Gundam
it.
is the only Gundam worth
To watch?
watching.
Okay.
Yeah.
G Gundam was like the OG
The first-
Tsunami Gundam,
Yeah,
right?
Burning Finger.
Oh, okay,
Alright.
say less. But yeah, bro, it was. I wanted to rip my face off. I just couldn't believe it.
That alone, cause like I'm pretty sure Vaughn told me that from like the whole story of objectivity, whereas though you're not putting your opinion through like the stuff. Even through that, I can tell it was just
Honest.
So like, at least from where I watched it from the beginning all the way into where I fell asleep, Where I'm thinking is, okay, this is a good lineup. This is a good story. I see where they're going. Yuck, they're doing the whole Back to the Future thing because, you know, that's never been done before. But the one thing I did like about it was the fact that they kind of, like, they emphasized on the pills.